Hold on, do it. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Hey, what's up guys? I just want to make you guys a video of a war recap versus a really good clan we faced called It's a Game Feed, and these guys are really good at what they do. I'm not sure if they're recruiting or anything, but if you guys are looking for a really good war clan, definitely check them out because this is a really close war, and props to them because they definitely put up a really good fight. So as you can see, we put off the win 107 to 106. So as you can see, it was very close. And I really just wanted to go over kind of what happened and some of the best raids that I saw in regards to really just this war in general. So really, I really want to say shout out to like the Town Hall 11s and 12s because they really showed out this war. In my opinion, on the Reddit Zen side, our Town Hall 9s didn't really do as good as we could have done and how we have done in the past. Some of us went AFK, some of us just weren't able to hit as good as we usually do. But really good job on our end, and I just want to get right into it and show the first raid. I'll start off from the bottom on 35 from Agent K. This guy killed this base, so I just want to go ahead and show this one first. So as you can see, it's kind of a giant witch strategy. He's going to enter in from the bottom here, and it's an awesome raid, and I think you guys will enjoy. So as you can see, starting out from the bottom, really just funneling those witches pretty good, just putting one wide each. And then with these jumps and these poisons, he's really just able to get into the heart of that base and really just destroy it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. And so really, for these recaps, I really just want people who maybe aren't in this war clan, or just really outside the scene to maybe be able to learn something, because these guys are really good at what they do, and these really are some 3-star specialists. Shout out to Reddit Zen, really good at what they do. So as you can see, this strategy basically wiped out this base completely. Pretty easy raid for him, and honestly, awesome attack. So I'll go ahead and go into the next one. So this attack on 33, this looks like basically a freshly upgraded Town Hall 10, but honestly he crushed it, so I really wanted to put it in there just because of how good it was. So this is shout out to Kaltarax, sorry if I butchered that name, but awesome raid, man, you really crushed this. So as you can see, kill squad up from the bottom, and then from this he's just able to finish this base pretty good. So that siege machine's just going through. CC's pulled. Puts a poison down. And once that kill squad is complete, this is when he really starts to just unleash the hog raid and really just show out. And it's more or less just a stream of hogs, which is honestly kind of unusual, but it really did work out, and he really did crush this base. Put in double, and then the baby drag up top to complete. That's really good because not only did they not really have any air targeting defenses up there, but it just got great value for the troop space. So boom, awesome raid for him, made it definitely look easy. These guys are really good that we're facing, like I said, basically all anti-3s. And actually pretty tough bases to crack, so shout out to them again. So this next raid I really wanted to show is Spiller on 28. This guy is also a beast, and this guy really does just run through this base. It's basically almost like a straight line. And I think after you go past Town Hall 9, the Town Hall 10 plus strategy, you can really get creative with it, because with those siege machines you really can just like tear apart bases and really just freestyle with your raids, and it really does show off the different styles between individual attackers. which is pretty cool to see. So as you see, he brought a bunch of freezes here, and the reason being is because there's so much firepower in the middle of this base that those freezes just really give a chance for his troops and the witches to just get some breathing room, breed some of those skeletons, and just go to town. As you can see, those bowlers and the queen just absolutely going to work on the core of this base. Gonna speed it up a little bit here. But absolutely crushed it. Really good raid. Shout out to you, Spiller. You absolutely crushed it this war. Good job, man. So the next one is going to be 23 on Imperial. I think you guys will enjoy this one. It's a lava loon, and wow, what an attack. So as you can see, it's always a good sign to see one of those expos down, especially when you're doing a war raid. Obviously there is 4 expos, but this guy really does just crush the space as well. As you can see, putting the baby drag on the side, but gets kind of caught off guard because the that mine takes out the drag pretty early. So it might have messed up his funneling there in the beginning, but it really did. He was able to pull this off pretty handily in this raid. So putting the siege machine in, and deployment's about to start soon. And that was just a great use of the siege machine there, just going straight out for the eagle. Because that's such a big problem, especially if you don't get that down pretty early in the raid, because that can just really ruin your day. It absolutely crushes this base with this lava loon strat. Boom. Like I said, these guys are some beasts in this Reddit Zen clan. Really good job. And that one's getting cleaned up. Good job. So 23 done. Gonna go to the next one, which is on 19 with Sam and another killer raid. So this is a pretty common meta, especially for Town Hall 11s and 12s. It's just really like kind of like the 4 open quadrants with these bases. But this is a good example of how you can kind of approach these bases. Sam absolutely crushes it, so hopefully you guys enjoy this this raid. With basically this queen charge kind of down the middle, more or less. So because they kind of lack firepower in the middle of the base, it gives them great value to do these archer queen, like the charge down the middle, just because there's nothing that can really take him out. And then at the end, he's just really just swooping in with the hogs, getting great value, and his queen's really just destroying the core of his base. Speed it up a little bit. I really do enjoy personally watching the higher level players like Town Hall 11, 12 use hogs, because I always think it's super interesting to see them really just utilize strategies that people don't really think of doing a lot. I know it's really common for people to use it like Mass Witch, P.E.K.K.A. Slap, whatever it may be. I think it's really cool to see the diversity of attacks that you can use. So gonna speed this one up. And here we go. So we're down to the last 2 here. This one is a Town Hall 12 where No Mercy absolutely crushes it. This attack is most commonly known as Bat Slap, and as you can see at the very end, this attack is pretty lucrative, and I think you guys will enjoy and have something to learn, especially if you're at Town Hall 12. So using that baby trap to funnel the queen, and it's getting a ton of value off of this archer queen wall. So going in, drawing out that CC Tears, putting the poison down. King's taking a walk down the side, but still doing a pretty good job of clearing out those outside buildings. So a common trend that you may or may not have been noticing, but a lot of these players are really trying to get that eagle out as soon as possible, just because that can really ruin your raid. And I think that's so important, especially in the higher levels, that if you can't pull off the 3 stars, you really are going to lose these close wars, because even just the smallest mistake can ruin these raids, because you really have to execute these to perfection. And then, as you can see, the bats are coming out, freezing up the splash towers. Really just gotta hope that there's no seeking air mines or just air bombs in general, because that could definitely put these bats to sleep pretty easily. But as you can see, this guy crushes it and really pulls this off really well and really clean. And so the last but not least, we have the boy Flavor, who's in God, going in on number 10. Don't really know what to call this type of raid, but honestly, good job, absolutely crushes it. So here we go. Gonna speed up the kill squad portion for a little bit. But as you can see, beautiful funneling, king on the right, queen on the left, both just gonna march down the center and really just destroy the core of this base. Boom. Going in, those P.E.K.K.A.s are going ham in the center, trying to kill all those skeletons, hopefully get that town hall soon. But it doesn't work out the way you want it sometimes. And this raid is honestly one of the closer ones, because honestly these Town Hall 12 raids are so hard in the fact that you really have to pull them off to perfection, and these bases are hard to crush, especially with bases as well designed as they had. Really just props to all our Town Hall 12s and 11s, like I said earlier in the video, because they really did show out pretty big this war. Absolutely crushed. Good job. But yeah, that really wraps up the video. Really good job to It's a Game Feed, and really good job to Reddit Zen. Awesome war, super close. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, hopefully you guys learned something. I'm not as familiar with more or less the Town Hall 12 and 11 strategy, but I know that by watching some of these raids, especially as a higher level player, such as being like an 11 or a 12, you can kind of see some of the strategies that are working, and really more or less how they went about approaching some of the bases that they attacked. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys leave a like and subscribe, it really helped me out. And yeah, hopefully I'll be posting more of these war recaps soon. So thank you so much. I'll see you later.